What's going on, guys, and welcome to the first music ranking video. I'm Sean.
I'm Brett.
Today, we're going to be ranking the Panic at the Disco's full discography. But just so you know, we did not put the intermission and the introduction since they're just instrumental parts with no singing.
So this is only going to be the studio albums with two exceptions. We did rank Come On, the song with Fun, and New Perspective, the song off the Jennifer's Body soundtrack. This has no bonus tracks included. And also, the way we did this is we both made our individual lists and took the averages. So then we made a list of the averages and talked things out. So we moved some things around. So you can see on the screen where we ranked each song on our individual lists, and you can see the averages, but the final list didn't come out to be exactly the averages. Some stuff was moved. So we also divided all the songs into tiers, and there will be a little thing on the screen that will show you when we're switching into a new tier of songs. So there are a bunch of them are going to be grouped together. And this very start of the video, we are starting off with the worst of the list. So we are starting off with the bottom tier.
Bum, bum, bum.
So coming in the last spot, the worst song in Panic at the Disco's discography, in our opinion, we have Mad as Rabbits.
The lyrics are clunky. Not a fan of Ryan Ross's singing. The chorus is catchy. The song itself just doesn't work well together, honestly.
Yeah, I completely agree. We both had this song ranked at number 68. When you average it together, it ended up being the lowest song here on our list. So coming in at number 69, we have Behind the Sea. This is my least favorite Panic at the Disco song. It's all Ryan Ross singing.
It sounds like a really bad Beatles song. Like if you listen to like Paul McCartney singing, it sounds like that, but just isn't the same. And it's not Brennan singing. So like any song that's not Brennan singing in a Panic at the Disco song just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, bottom line, not a very good song.
And at number 68, we have From a Mountain in the Middle of the Cabins.
Yeah, there's nice piano in this song. It's slightly catchy, and then the chorus happens.
It really sounds like a Disney walking song. If you're like ever watch a Disney movie, like you can just like this is one of those songs that just sounds like it's in the background and you're just it just sounds like background noise.
Yeah. Bottom line, another song that we're not really too fond of from Pretty Odd, and it comes in here at number 68. This is my
And at number 67, we got Roaring Twenties. This song is something. Just roll me like a blunt because I want to go home.
The verses aren't that bad, which is really the only reason that this song wasn't last on my list, which is the only reason that it wasn't last. So it's got that going for it.
It was last on my list. The chorus makes no sense. It just doesn't work at all.
Not a good
Honestly.
song. And that's why it comes in here at number 67.
There's no sunshine this impossible year, only black days and sky gray.
So coming in at number 66, we have Impossible Year.
Slow, boring. Did anyone say nap time? Brendan's voice is low and it doesn't really need to be. Like he does show some vocal range throughout the song, but was expecting more from the climax. It just doesn't crescendo, doesn't build up. It's just bleh.
Yeah, bottom line, it's slow, it's boring. That's why it's down here at number 66. So coming in here at number 65, we have She's a Handsome Woman. It just sounds off. I mean, Panic at the Disco is great, and a discography full of standouts. This song just falls flat.
It's not good at anything. Bad chorus, bad verses, just sounds clunky and not great, honestly.
That's why it comes in at number 65. So coming in at number 64, we have Do You Know What I'm Seeing?
Someone say Disney walking song? Doesn't really bring anything other than the basic Pretty Odd formula, which we don't like clearly because 5 out of the 6 are from this album.
Yeah, as you can tell, we're not big fans of Pretty Odd. You'll see that theme continue throughout the bottom tier of this list. It's a basic Pretty Odd song. We don't like Pretty Odd. It comes in at 64.
Spun the stars on her fingernails, but it never made her happy, 'cause she couldn't ever have me.
So this is one of the ones where we had a pretty big difference of opinion. Not majorly, we both didn't really love it, but big enough where we're going to talk separately. So I'm going to go first. I hate this song. It's my second to last song. I hate the chorus. Ryan Ross's part kills any momentum that the song had before he came in, and I just don't really like it at all.
See, I had it at 58, so slightly higher. I like the organ in the beginning, but again, Ryan Ross just sucks. I don't like his part. But the instrumental parts of Pretty Odd in general, I do like and I do enjoy, but Ryan Ross just kills the song.
Yeah, so when you combine both of those things, it ended up here at 63.
And at number 62, we got One of the Drunks. I had it at 69, so obviously I wasn't a big fan of it because it's the second worst song of the discography, in my opinion. I don't like the intro. It just sounds lazy just sounds like someone who's drinking and doesn't really know what the hell they're doing. There's nothing cool about it. The chorus is catchy, but it's extremely repetitive, which brings it down.
So I'm a little bit higher on it. I have it at 58. So I mean, I still don't love it. I don't think it's terrible. I actually like the intro. The chorus is really repetitive still. I agree. But I just like this style of song a little bit better than the Pretty Odd style, which is why I have it where I do. I would never seek this song out, but if it came on, I wouldn't hate it. So all things considered, it's at 62.
Back again with another Pretty Odd song. At number 61, we got We're So Starving. It's funny because this is one of the few times in the entire list that both of us had it at the exact same rating at 63.
Yeah, I mean, it's just an intro song. It's fine. That's really all there is to say about it.
And the reason why it's in here is because there is singing later in the song, whereas the other two songs, as we mentioned in the intro, do not, which is why it's in here.
But yeah, it's at 61. So here at number 60, we have The Piano Knows Something That I Don't Know.
Did you like another Disney walking tune? It literally sounds like Belle walking through the town in Beauty and the Beast in the beginning. She's holding the bread basket, just like singing. I just don't like this song. I think it's just not great.
I have it a bit higher at 57. The intro is terrible. I agree. I do like the pre-chorus, which is why I put it where I did. Overall, another Pretty Odd song, another one we're not that big a fan of. It comes in at number 60.
Under the green umbrella trees in the middle of summer.
And at number 59, we got When the Day Met the Night. I had it at 60. He had it at 61. Slow and boring, but Brendan's voice is in here. That's why it's a little high. The horn section's nice, and the chorus isn't bad.
Yeah, it's one of the better songs on Pretty Odd, which still lands it here at number 59. So coming in at number 58, we've got Northern Downpour. It's basically When the Day Met the Night, but slightly better, so it's one spot higher. So coming in here at number 57, we have The Overpass. It's not a Pretty Odd song. This song is just kind of loud and obnoxious. The chorus doesn't really go anywhere.
Let me hear you say something. But the verses just don't work. The chorus is repetitive. That Let me hear you say something is just like really random and not needed.
Yeah. Overall, not a great song. Comes in at 57.
Brett had it at 60. I had it at 55. So 57 and a half. So it's at 57.
Coming in here at number 56, we have The End of All Things. It's the second worst of the four main ballads in their discography.
The vocal effects are interesting that they put in the song, but Brendan's voice doesn't need it because it's just his voice is so great naturally, but the piano's nice.
Yeah, I mean, all things considered, it ended up here at number 56. That officially marks the end of the bottom tier. We are now going to move into the meh tier. Songs that are just, they're okay.
Slightly better, but not quite there, you know?
You remind me of a former love that I once knew, and you carry little beads with you.
So coming in at number 55, we have I Have Friends in Holy Spaces.
So it's number 56 across the board. I didn't love it when I first listened to it, but I like it more the more I listen to it. It has kind of a 50s vibe to it because it's a lot of piano, acoustic guitar, and horns, but it is really short, so it's not like a long song. It's only like a minute and 45 seconds, but like the audio sounds like an older song, which just has a nice tone to it.
It's a solid song. Comes in here, kicks off the meh tier, 55.
Coming in at number 54, we got Pache Cheval. Chorus is catchy, drums sound nice. There's a nice guitar solo in it, different from other Panic songs because there aren't too many guitar solos in it. Um,
Yeah, I mean, it's the Pretty Odd style done well. We don't love the Pretty Odd style, so even it done well keeps it down here at 54, but it's a solid song nonetheless.
Where summers lasted longer than we do. When nothing really mattered except for me.
Coming in at number 53, we've got Folkin' Around.
Pretty odd style, done well. Violin country style, which I like a lot. But it's also very catchy. But again, it still has the same holdbacks because it is done that pretty odd style that we just aren't really a big fan of.
It's done well, but again, it's still a pretty odd song, so it comes in here at 53.
Like that shouldn't hurt the stock as much as it does, but there's just other songs and other albums that just are just way better in our opinion.
Yeah.
You can set yourself on fire. She said at night in my dreams you dance on tightrope of weird.
At number 52, we got Crazy Equals Genius. Brett had it 44. I had it 57. So it's a 52. I don't like the song. I don't like the chorus. The lyrics don't make any sense. You can set yourself on fire, but you're not going to burn. How does that make sense? In my opinion, I don't like the song. I think it's too high. That's my opinion.
So it's definitely a weaker entry of the new Panic style. I like the verses. I do agree that the chorus is kind of a letdown. The horns are nice, but all in all, when you combine everything together, it's here at 52. Coming in here at number 51, we've got Nails for Breakfast, Tax for Snacks.
Weird effects on Brendan's voice again that just aren't needed. It really holds the song back. It's also a pretty basic song. There's nothing extravagant about it. There's no climax. It's just the definition of. I mean, it's fine.
Yeah, that's what it is at the end of the day. It's a fine song. It's the weakest on Fever, and it comes in here at 51.
Please leave all overcoats, canes, and top hats with the doorman. From that moment, you'll be out of place and under duress.
Number 50. There's a good reason these tables are numbered, honey. You just haven't thought of it yet. The lyrics are interesting. It's a really wordy song.
It didn't age well. The line "I'm the new cancer." Anything cancer related are in really bad taste, especially now during COVID and everything with the new age and all that. It just doesn't sound good. It's not a great song in terms of That
It's very 2000s. You can tell it's an old song, but it's okay. It's meh. It's here at 50.
Things are shaping up to be pretty odd.
and at number 49, we got That Green Gentleman. Things have changed. Things are shaping up to be pretty odd.
I mean, it's a solid song. It's definitely a stronger one off of an album that we don't particularly care for. It just doesn't stack up versus the rest of their material.
There's much better songs on other albums that are higher on the list. That this is different from all the other Pretty Odd songs, obviously because it's higher, but it sounds more like a Panic song than like just a random bunch of nonsense.
Yeah, when you take everything into account, it ended up here at 49.
To the old, to the new. We dedicate this song to you.
Coming in here at number 48, we have Silver Lining. The song sure does exist, doesn't it?
The chorus is fine, but it's extremely repetitive, which really brings the song down.
In summary, this song sure does exist, doesn't it?
And at number 47, we got I Constantly Thank God for Esteban. Nothing really stands out in my opinion. It's better than average. The chorus is nice. Like if it comes on, I'll listen to it, but I'll never play it by myself.
This is one that I have ranked a little higher. I had it at 29. It's wordy again. I like the chorus a lot. It's really catchy. That's why I put it where it is. I like the Fever style of music. I'm a sucker for Fever songs, and that's why I put it high. Both of us combined, we decided on 47 would be a good spot. Coming in here at number 46, we have Girl That You Love. This was one we disagreed on pretty heavily. I had it at number 52. I think it's just kind of boring. The chorus is really repetitive. I counted, he says Girl That You Love 15 times in this one song.
So I had it much higher. I had it at 22. Really going back at it again, like honestly, I think this is a solid spot for it. Um, like the effects on it are really cool. Like it's a really good vibe song, but like I never realized how repetitive the song was until he pointed it out to me. So like, I get why it's at 46.
When you think about him back, when the lights are dim and your hands are shaking as you're sliding off the track.
At 45, we have Lying is the most fun a girl can have without taking her clothes off. The chorus is catchy. It's a faster song. There's a good flow to it.
But it's extremely wordy. Like I think it may be one of the most wordy songs on the whole discography, which really brings it down because every line is just a mouthful. Like you can't understand it unless you've listened to it a couple times.
Yeah, I mean, all in all, it does end up here in the man tier, but it's a solid one. Comes in at 45. So number 44, we've got Ready to Go, Get Me Out of My Mind. This is another one we had a big disagreement on. Personally, not a huge fan of it. I have it at 49. I think it's overrated. It's fine. It's nothing special. The O's and the chorus, they're so repetitive.
The song flows really well, and the pre-chorus leads into this song into the chorus really well, like a song should. And the little drum parts in the verses are really nice, and they're a good addition. But it is extremely repetitive. Like you really couldn't think of any other word than "oh" in a chorus. Come on.
Yeah, so that repetition knocked down a bunch. It's here at 44. Coming in here at 43, we've got Far Too Young to Die. I had it at 50 when I did my rankings. The piano at the beginning is nice, as are the verses, and it's a solid chorus. This is one that when we were talking about it, I re-listened to it. It's a better song than I ranked it, and that's why it ended up moving up a little bit.
I had it at 25, so obviously there's a big discrepancy there. Like the instrumentation is really nice, and and the lyrics just sound cool. And there's a good build up to the chorus itself. Um, It's a slower song, but it works. Which like you wouldn't think it works from the beginning, but as you move through the song, like it does get better and better as the song goes on. So have it at 43.
Back to the street where we began. Feeling as good as lovers can.
You know this one, 42, 9 in the afternoon. It's the best off of Pretty Odd. It's a good song. It's not as good as the newer stuff.
Still held back by the pretty odd style, but it's done really well. Um, in my opinion, if it was on another album, it would be a little higher, but because it is on that pretty odd style, it's held back a little bit, but it's still a great song.
Yeah, it's good, 42. And that will wrap up the meh tier. You're now moving on up into the good tier. These are songs that our feelings, for the most part, are pretty positive.
And to be honest, this is where a lot of our discrepancies lie. Um, some we have higher, some we have lower, but we'll describe them in great detail when we get to them.
If you're a lover, you should know the lonely moments just get lonelier the longer you're in love than if you were alone.
And at number 41, we got House of Memories. So I had it at 51, so it's a little lower on my list. I just think it's an okay song. I don't love it. There's nothing that like sparks my attention and like makes me go, "Wow, that song's great."
Yeah, I have it a little bit higher. The opening line to this song, if you're a lover, you should know the lonely moments just get lonelier the longer you're in love. I think that's a fantastic line. Again, the song's held back by the O's in the chorus. They're really repetitive. The verses are great. The chorus does hold it back, and that's why it comes in here at 41.
Let's kill tonight.
Number 40, we have Let's Kill Tonight.
It's a great dance song. Played at a concert or at a party, you're gonna get a solid reaction. I really like the instrumentation, but the chorus is just, eh.
It holds it back a little bit. We're looking at this point, it's nitpicking, and it holds it back enough to keep it into this tier here at 40.
So yeah, like yes, the build up is good and the lyrics and all that are great, but overall, like the chorus just pummels it into being good, not great.
Once upon a thrill from a distance.
And at number 39, we got Old Fashioned. The horns, they're a vibe.
These horns are fantastic. I think the song is super underrated. I get the problems with it. The chorus is okay. It holds it back slightly. The get boozy part, it's cringe. It does hold it back from being truly great, but man, those horns.
But that's a big issue.
Yes, and
Like
I
it
agree.
is a big
And
issue.
it is a big issue, and that's why it is where it is. What those horns?
Horns, I don't know what it is with Panic and horns, but like they like use horns really really well. And it's weird cuz like a lot of artists these days like don't ever use anything that's not a guitar, a bass, and drums. So it's really nice to hear drums, and they do it really well in the song.
The ivy and your hospital bed. This was no accident. This was a therapeutic chain of events.
And at number 38, we got Kemisato. I had it at 46. It's a solid song, but I think the verses really bring it down. The lyrics don't make a whole lot of sense to me, at least. But
Yeah, so I have it at 12. I really like this song. I agree that the verses are okay, but I think the chorus is really strong. It's really catchy. Can't take the kid from the fight, take the fight from the kid. I mean, yes, I understand this isn't a song for everybody. The verses, they do hold it back, but I enjoy it, but I did consent, and that's why it's down here at 38.
Come on, come on, I'd like to believe.
So at number 37, we have Come On. This was another one that there's a pretty big discrepancy. I have it at number 54. I'm not a fan of this one at all. I don't think it flows well. I don't think it's catchy. There's nothing there to hook me. Like it's okay, but there's no catchy part to hook me, and that really holds it back. It doesn't get anywhere for me.
Comments, kill me if you want. I have it at 9. I think it's an underrated song. Nate and Brendan's voice sound really good together. The harmonizing in the chorus sounds really nice. And with everything falling down around me, I like to believe in all the possibilities. It's very uplifting, very like happy, which you don't see in a lot of their songs. So, but I do like consent that it is slower and I like slower songs. So like there isn't a whole lot that can like wow you about the song, so it makes sense right there. And at number 36, we got Memories. I had it at 30, he had it at 39. Solid song, lyrics are cool, there's a good beat to it, but there's nothing that stands out that's super uber positive. So it really lands in the middle. Why it's at 36. It's a solid song, but there's nothing spectacular about it. Yeah, it's just the definition of if you could find a medium Panic song, this is it.
Yeah, it lands basically smack in the middle.
Quarter of fourth and Fremont. Still feeling only cause they're just that. Unfeeling Baptist Catholic would cross themselves apart.
35, we've got Build God, Then We'll Talk. It's nice. It's catchy.
Solid song, underrated, but it's a terrible crash. It does tell a good story though. I will give it that. But yeah, there's just a lot of better songs that are better than it. There's a lot of songs that are worse than it.
It's kind of like Memories. It's another like middle of the road Panic song. It's why it's here at 35.
And at number 34, we got London Beckon's songs about money written by machines. The intro's cool. I had it at 45. And the lyrics are just weird, but it all fits together. But I think it's too wordy and it's not really amazing.
I had it at 20. Again, I really like Fever. This chorus is unbelievable. The intro is really good as well. I think it's super catchy, but I mean, if you don't like Fever, you won't like this song. That's why it's in the middle here at 34. So at number 33, we've got Dying in LA. This was another one there was a big discrepancy, but hear me out. We're at the point where all the songs are good. We've got to get nitpicky. This is a great ballad, a fantastic ballad. But you know the part that I'm talking about. The Dying moves it down like 20 spots. It was great live, but that one thing is enough in a list that's this close to move it to where it is.
So, as you've probably seen at this point, I like slower songs, and this song just hits for me. I don't know why. I have it at 10. His voice is perfectly polished with a great piano. It's a masterpiece of a ballad, but the dying part just destroys it. Like every time I listen to it, I just tone it out, which is why it's at 10 for me. Whereas Brett's like, yeah, no, this is not it.
I really like the song, don't get me wrong, but we're nitpicking, and that it's a nitpick, and that's what you have to do to separate some of these songs, and it's what had to be done to get the list finished. It's here at 33.
When the world gets too heavy, put it on my...
At 32, we've got Always. This is another really good ballad, but what it doesn't have is that major flaw that Dying in LA does. It's a solid song. It's a really good song. It's the highest ballad on this list, but everything above it stands out in a way that this song doesn't. But this is a good song.
I think the piano works better for Brendan's voice. That's why I put Dying LA higher on my list. I put this at 17, but the acoustic guitar works really well. And and like Brett said, like there's no flaws in this song. It's great, but it's not like S tier of songs,
It
if you
just
would
doesn't
say.
get to that next level, which
Yeah.
holds it back and keeps it in the good tier at 32. And that's going to wrap up the good tier. And now we're going to start to transition into the great tier. These songs are overwhelmingly positive.
They're, lack of a better word, great songs. A lot of them are underrated songs that you may not think are in this list, but they're solid songs, but they're not quite on the upper echelon of songs.
Number 31, we've got Trade Mistakes.
Song's really underrated. The chorus hits. The strings in the beginning are really cool, very nice. But the verses are just okay.
Yeah, I mean the chorus is fantastic, and that's why it did make its way into the great tier. But like Sean said, those verses they're good, but again we're nitpicking, and they hold it back from truly getting into that upper echelon, and keeps it here at 31.
And at number 30, we got Time to Dance. I had it at 42. The I don't love the techno in the beginning. Some songs do it well and others don't. This, in my opinion, doesn't. It's a faster song, but I don't think the chorus flows very well. It feels very rushed, and the lyrics aren't great, in my opinion. There just isn't a good flow on this song.
So I had it at 14. I have a love for Fever. Sorry, not sorry. Panic does something in a lot of their songs that we're going to talk about a lot around. It's like a wall of noise. They just kind of throw a bunch of sounds at you. This is one time that they do it that I like it. I think it works. The chorus is really catchy. I love the when I say shotgun, you say wedding. But it's another song I can see how it isn't exactly for everyone, but I really like it. And overall, we talked it out and ended up here at 30. So number 29, we got Girls, Girls, Boys. The intro to this song is fantastic. It's one of my favorite intros. The chorus does hold it back a little bit from being higher, but I really, really love that intro.
I have it at 44. I like the intro as well, but like so the chorus just doesn't do it for me. It's extremely underwhelming and extremely repetitive. Girls love girls and boys. Like that's all you got. Like yes, there's more words to the song, but like that's all that I really got out of it, and that's why it's at 29.
Involved consenting age should be forgetting you in a cabaret somewhere downtown where a burlesque queen may even ask.
And at number 28, we got But It's Better If You Do. I had it at 35. He had it at 21. The verses are okay, but they're pretty wordy. But the chorus to the song is really good. It's my favorite song on Fever, which is a little bit of a hot take. But
Yeah, as you all know, I love Fever. This is a great song. The chorus is great. It's really catchy. Came in at 28. You all know this song. Number 27, we've got High Hopes. Holy overplay. I like this song, but God, did it not hold up to hearing it everywhere. And that's why I had it at 35.
I had it at 13. I think it's really catchy, obviously, because it was everywhere. It was well written, and those horns, they just hit different. But we agreed on it, and it should be a little lower because they auto or because like the play really did murder it. Like it was everywhere.
Yeah.
Like it just you couldn't watch a television show, listen to the radio, go in your car, anything and not hear the song. Like my parents only listen to 80s music and they know this song.
Yeah.
Like everyone's heard this song.
So, all things considered, ended up at 27. 26, we've got Vegas Lights. This was the Vegas Golden Knights goal song for a bit. I don't know if it still is. It's a catchy chorus.
The synthesizer instrumentation in the song works. again, like I said earlier, like sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. This song, it really works.
It works. It's a great song.
It's one of the few times we also agreed 27s across the board. Solid song, but not quite in that upper tier. So it's here at 26. And here at number 25, we got Hurricane. Faster song that works with the words. The chorus is very strong, but that outro,
Yeah, it's the elevator music. I don't really know why I think
I think without the outro music, we think it would be much higher. But like Dying in LA, if you have any of those issues, you're getting pummeled for it. And Hurricane unfortunately dropped a lot of spots for it.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really take it too much into account when I made my rankings, which is why I had it at 23. Because that when I'm listening to it in the car, Hurricane comes on. At this point, I just skip it. But it is something that you do have to take into account.
Yeah, and like the only positive of that being there is it's at the end. It's not like in Dying in LA where it's after
Everywhere.
every chorus. So like once you listen to it a couple times, you know when to skip it. So that's why it's at 25.
Coming in at number 24, you got Casual Affair. The techno in this one, I think it works. The verses do hold this song back a little bit, though. The chorus is strong, though.
Yeah, I had it higher. Again, I think the techno works really well in the beginning. The verses aren't very strong, but the chorus is, but you can't be very high if you have one strong thing without the other thing.
Yeah, we're nitpicking.
So 24 is kind of the middle ground that we saw because his was 34 and mine was 19. So 24 is a solid middle ground.
Number 23, we've got The Calendar. This song is so underrated. The build up is strong. It comes in with a strong climax in the chorus. I think it delivers.
But my one flaw, which is why I have it at 28, is it's a nitpick, but the part after the chorus is really underwhelming. It holds it back from being even higher.
Yeah, but even with that, the chorus is fantastic. It's still a great song.
And at 22, we got Victorious. I had it at 12. It's fast, it flows well, great lyrics. The chorus is fantastic.
So I had it at 42. Please don't kill me. But I think the song's overrated. It's not bad. It's just missing something. I can't quite put my finger on exactly what it is. The chorus is a little bit of a letdown. Remember that wall of noise I was talking about that I said I thought worked in Time to Dance? I don't think it works here. The song's fine. It's okay. But in my opinion, it's nothing spectacular. This was one of the ones that I ended up consenting on, and that's why it's where it is here at 22.
Sexy looking back from the night that time forgot.
And at number 21, we got Golden Days. I had it at 11. The verses are strong. The build up to the chorus is solid. I really like the flow of the song. Brendan's voice goes from high to low throughout the song, which creates an even better sound. The start to the song, I love that first opening line, but
Yeah, this is another one I'm not too fond of. I have it at 40. I don't want to say I'm not too fond of it. It's not a bad song. The chorus doesn't do it for me. It's fine. It's very similar to Victorious. The two songs, in my opinion, sound very, very similar. It's another wall of noise that I'm not that big of a fan of. I like the pre-chorus, but the chorus comes in, it lets me down a little bit. This is another one I ended up consenting. That's why it's here at 21, even though I'm not too fond of it. And here we are. That is going to wrap up the just shy of the top tier section, and we're headed into our top 10.
let's get it.
Number 20, we've got Sarah Smiles.
Underrated song. The chorus is fantastic. The pre-chorus does a great job of building up to it, and the little guitar throughout the song just is a really nice touch.
Yeah, I think this is a really underrated song off of Vices and Virtues. It's a great one. The chorus is fantastic, and it's in just shy of top tier. What else do you want me to say? It's a great song. It comes in at 20.
And at number 19, you gotta write Sins Not Tragedies. Comments, come at me. I'm ready. Had it at 40. The song's overrated. It's okay, overplayed, overhyped. Doesn't really do it for me.
Don't worry, don't worry. I got my way on this one. I got it up here. I put it at number 13. It's the song that started it all, and it still hits to this day. I think it's still a really great song. Um, it Sean does have a point that it is overplayed, yes, and it is a little bit overrated. If you talk to most people, they'll be like, "Oh, the best Panic songs I write since Not Tragedies," which is just not true. But it still is a top tier song, and we did put it at number 19.
My wingtips walks across naive wood floors they creak innocently down the stairs.
At number 18, we have Nearly Witches ever since we met. Brett had it at 26. I had it at 18. The beginning with the kids is interesting. It's nice French, but isn't really needed. But the organ slaps. The guitar part in the beginning is fantastic. The build up works. Lots of interesting songs in the background, and the chorus works perfectly with the rest of the song.
Yeah, this is one of those songs. It doesn't really have a flaw, if I'm being honest. We just kind of prefer the songs that are above it. That's kind of the point we're at on this list. This is a perfectly great song. There's no flaws in it, but it's here at number 18.
The long road, watching the sky fall. The lace in your dress tangles my neck. How do I live the death of a bachelor?
Yeah. So number 17, we have "Death of a Bachelor." It's a strong chorus. There's a nice instrumental part. There's some cool horns.
The organ hits different. Like, it's nice, but it's great, but it's not there.
It's another one like "Nearly Witches." This song has no flaws. It just it's where it ended up. It's at 17. There's no flaws in it. It's a very, very good song.
He had it 18. I had it 20. 17 is just where it landed. It just happens.
Oh, 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 the good, the bad, and the dirty. Oh, 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 the good, the bad, and the dirty.
As you heard, at number 16, we have the good, the bad, and the dirty. This song is super underrated. The build up to the chorus is great. The chorus just delivers.
This might be their most slept on song, honestly. And this is one that we both completely agreed. We did end up moving it a little bit from where the average was when we talked things out, but that was mostly because of other songs, not because of this one. This is a fantastic song. It's slept on. I wish it got more love. If you haven't heard it, go check it out.
We had it lower, and we actually moved it up a few spots just because after listening to it when we were doing the final take and recording of this, we're like, wow, yeah, this is much better than we realized.
Yeah.
So,
Again, number 16. Go check it out.
and at number 15, we got Hallelujah. Guys, I had it at 3. The horns, amazing. Lyrics, fantastic. Flow of the song, fantastic. Chorus just hits. I'd put this higher, but this is where it averaged out to be.
Yeah, I have it at 45. Please don't kill me, but I also think this one's overrated. It's not bad. I just think Panic has better to offer. The chorus is another one of those like Victorious and Golden Days, all in the same album actually, that are just walls of noise, sort of walls of sound. I like the verses. Part of it might be when it came out, I overplayed the hell out of this song, and I did kind of kill it for myself. So that's why I did I was okay with it being higher than I have it. But we talked it out, averaged it out. It's here at 15.
Too stressed. Should have seen what I wore. there's no such thing as getting out.
And at number 14, we got Don't Threaten Me with a Good Time. This one's really catchy, and it works really well live. We don't really talk about the music video. Let's just skip that part.
Yeah, but the build up to the chorus is strong, and the chorus comes in and it really delivers.
But I'm not as think as you drunk I am. It's just genius.
Yeah, it's a really good line.
Genius. Like you wouldn't think it is, but it works. So that's why it's at 14.
So at number 13, we've got Say Amen Saturday Night. The song hits. I mean, the high note near the end is insanely impressive. The chorus is solid. There's some nice horns. I like the intro personally.
But like Brett's issue with songs before with the white noise, I don't like it. I think it sounds really dumb. I think without it, it would sound better. But again, it's just a nitpick to get some songs higher, some songs lower.
Yeah, I
So-
mean, it's here at 13, so we both still really like the song.
Back door didn't leave a mark. No one knows it's you, Miss Jackson. Found another victim, but no one's gonna find Miss Jackson, Jackson, Jackson.
So number 12, we've got Miss Jackson. I love this song. It was my number 6. I think Lolo's vocals work really well. I love the verses. The pre-chorus does a great job of building up to that chorus, and it just lets it all loose when it gets there. The chorus is unbelievable. I adore this song.
Guys, kill me if you want. I had it 31. I think it's overrated. It sounds more like a rap song than a Panic song. I like rap, but I just don't like how Brendan did it in this song, and the chorus is very repetitive, and I don't think it's nothing special.
Yeah, but logic and reasons went out here. I went out, and it came in at number 12.
This is gospel for the fallen ones, locked away in permanent slumber, assembling their philosophy.
And at number 11, we got This Is Gospel. Great build up to the chorus. Best crescendo of any Panic song, in my opinion. And his high part during the chorus.
Yeah, I mean, Sean pretty much covered it. It's a fantastic song. Came in here at number 11. And here we are. That is going to wrap up the just shy of the top tier section, and we're headed into our top 10.
Let's get it.
And I need you to keep time, come on, just snap, snap, snap your fingers for me. Good, good, now we're making some progress, come on, just tap, tap, tap your toe to the beat.
Number 10, we have the only difference between martyrdom and suicide is press coverage. Swear to shake it up if you swear to listen. I mean, the intro hooks you from the start, and the song never lets up. It's catchy throughout, and yeah, the instrumental part is okay, but the rest of the song really makes up for it, in my opinion.
So I had it at 47, but I had it lower because I didn't love how fast the song was. I thought it was too fast for the lyrics and for the tune of the music. But after a second listen, I actually did enjoy the flow of the song. So the lyrics are strange, and I don't love the part after the chorus. But I do. It's one of the ones that I consented on, and I think this song should be in the top tier.
I'm born too late for these ghosts that I chase with these dreams I inflate, painted skies in my brain every day. I'm caught sinking in space to escape this old world, this old world.
And at number 9, we got King of the Clouds. I had it at number 8. Song flows really well, hooked me from the start to the beginning, and like in the chorus, it's just a great ending to the build up. I will say though, like the horns are too loud, and it somewhat covers Brendan's voice in the chorus.
Yeah, I had this one down at 25. This was a tough one for me to rank. I really like the intro. I don't really love the lifted part at the end of the first chorus, and it's another example of the wall of noise. They held it back a little bit, but I do see the positive qualities in the song, and I did consent, and that's why it is top tier here at number 9. Number 8, we got Emperor's New Clothes. I really like the intro to the song. I like the weird vocal effect that they use to say the band name. I think it's kind of cool. Chorus to the song, it hits, and the high note is unbelievable.
See, I'm the opposite. in some ways. I don't like the intro. I think it's not needed and it hurts the song. I also don't like the bridge singing, whatever that is, but I do like the choruses a lot. And Brendan's high note is it hits different.
Yeah, and it's a great song. Tier at number 8.
Cross my heart and hope to die.
And number 7, we got Nicotine. Really solid song. Lyrics are really good. Tells a story about a girl and comparing it to nicotine, and you can really picture what he's describing in the song.
Yeah, I mean the guitar part's fantastic. This is a really good song. I know it may not seem like we really like it because we don't really have a ton to say about it, but it's just one of those songs you can't really put it into words. Yeah,
It's just musically just works
it's
together.
pleasing. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's here at number 7. So number 6, we've got Colorful. I cannot put how much I love this song into words. It's my number 3. I love this song. The chorus is super catchy. I think the instrumental at the beginning is fantastic, and this is one of those songs that just always puts me in a good mood.
I had it at 14. I have nothing bad to say about it. I just Brett had it higher, and he convinced me to put it higher. I like the chorus. I like the whole flow of the song. It just works. That's why it's at number 6.
So coming in at number 5, we've got Hey Look Ma, I Made It. Overplay did kill this one a little bit. I have it at 9, and it used to be even higher. It held up a little bit, and it's still really good. I had it at 9. But I mean, oh, this song was everywhere. I really like the guitar intro. The chorus is really catchy. Still a great song. Just, oh man, everywhere.
When this song was popular, I heard it on SportsCenter on top plays for 8 days straight. They didn't play any other song. You could play it. It was played everywhere. But but even before it got popular, it probably would have ended up in my top 3. But because of the overplay, it did get a little lower. I had it at 5. But it's one of the few songs that when it gets killed by the radio, it can overcome it because it is that good of a song
Yeah.
and it thrives in it, which is why it works and which is why it was so popular.
Yeah. The overplay knocked it down a tad, but it's still fantastic. It came in at 5.
And then coming in at number 4, New Perspective. I know we say it a lot, but this is the most underrated song, overlooked song of their whole discography.
Yeah, I mean, it's from a movie.
So not many people have heard of it.
We had to include it, though. Like, this is one of the ones, it's so good. I know it's not on an actual album, but the chorus is fantastic. That guitar part at the beginning, it just hits.
It's super catchy, the chorus, the verses tell a great story, and Brendan's voice just is fantastic. That's why it's number 4. And at number 3, we got My One, Dancing Sound of Crime. Chorus is fantastic. The horns add a great background piece to Brendan singing. The high part in each chorus is fantastic. The lyrics are solid. It flows so well together.
Yeah, I mean, I love that intro part, the I'm a Moonwalker. It's great. It's my 7, so it's his 1. It averaged out to here at 3, but it's a really good song.
That's why it's number 3.
So at number 2, we have my number 1 song, The Ballad of Mona Lisa. This song tells a great story. Everything about it, it's so catchy. The piano intro is fantastic. The verses do a great job of building up to that chorus, which just comes in and just beats you. The pre-chorus is great. It creates this tension, and it's so catchy. It's one of my favorite songs by any artist. It was always my 1. It was never really a debate.
So I found the music video for this song. It was in my recommended on YouTube. Heard it and immediately was like, okay, I needed to hear more of this band. And it's hard to find a better song than this. It has it all. Like, it has everything you could ever want in a Panic song, and that's why it's number 2.
You got two black eyes from loving too hard, and a black heart that matches your blackest soul. I wouldn't change it.
Then at number 1, we got LA Devotee. Well, it's neither of our number 1 songs. It's pretty damn high on both of our lists for a reason. We both added it too.
This was my number 1 for probably 3 years, and then Dancing Down a Crime came out, and I don't know why, but that one just came up. Catchy, great build up, great chorus. Did I mention it has horns in it?
Overall, it's just a fantastic song, and that's why when you put both of our opinions together, you smash both the lists together. It averaged out, and this was what we decided was going to represent our list as the number 1 best song from Panic at the Disco.
Hope you guys enjoyed. Can't wait to do another one of these videos.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun with this, so you'll definitely be seeing more of these style of videos in the future.
Catch us next time. Peace.